was sat in the pub, me, Neil, Tony Barker, Neil Tomini and Liam Betson. Yeah, we sat there and we were just discussing that, you know, there could be a rugby club up here. It's a growing area, all the rest of it. So, but we were lost. We were lost to how to do it. Next thing, we saw an advert in the paper for a Golden Oldies team to start up. So we thought, that's great. That's exactly what we need to be combined with it. So we rang the number, and it turned out to be Chris Baker, who was the local MP at the time. And he was one of the driving forces behind putting a incorporation down for the Joondalup Brothers Rugby Club and the Constitution. All of them wonderful things that we'd never thought of.
Yeah, I don't think there is any magic formula. Like any situation, I think you need a bit of luck. And maybe our bit of luck is the demographics of Perth and the demographics of the Northern Corridor where we're based. So it's no coincidence that there's a boom in the population, and a lot of those people coming into the state and to the city of Joondalup are from rugby playing nations, and it's not coincidence that the vast majority of our members are British, Irish, South African and New Zealand people who are coming in, immigrants coming into the country, and they're from rugby backgrounds.
We came down as a family, came down to the Joondalup Brothers Rugby Club back in 2000, I think it was, and when I brought my kids down and just saw the vibe and the excitement that was part of that, we had a lot of kids running around, and I was lucky enough to get involved in some coaching back then. And my kids have been part of that journey, and, as I have, and where the club has come through, and I dare say that I've enjoyed the journey with the club.
I've been here for about 8 years.
All my best mates play here. It's a good way to make friendships. Joondalup Brothers is just a great team. All the coaches are really friendly, all the mates you make.
I think we've been incredibly fortunate as well, that we've been very focused and very strategic from the very first inception of the club by our founder members. They were very clear about what the purpose of the club was, and that was to increase the game and widen the game of rugby union within Western Australia and across the country. And as part of that, the journey to the Premier Grade was seen as key to that.
Now that we're in their big boy league, we've got to become professional through what we do, through the trainings, through the support staff, just the little things leading up to the big game, and that's where I think we're heading. We're heading on a great path. I've been at the club since '99. We've been through everything, through thick and thin. Started at the lower grades and just worked our way up. Last year was just a turning point for us. When we turned out to play our home games, it was just amazing to see the support and the actual big crowds that we had down following us, and the people that actually believed in us. It's just absolutely amazing to see the boys that have stuck around at the club and put the hard yards in.
So with our promotion this year in 2015 into the Premier Grade, the journey is very exciting, and reflecting back, I never thought that I'd be a part of that excitement and part of the coaching team. The way the club's structured and the way the club's run, we can't help but succeed. Very positive vibe. The players are focused on moving forward. They're a key group, and they're very committed to the club. They love what they're doing, they're passionate about our jersey. And Joondalup Brothers, we've established ourselves in the rugby landscape significantly, and now it's our time to promote into that larger scale rugby competition, which will be the Premier Grade.
We've got a very big membership. We've got just under 500 junior members, and we've got probably 150, 160 senior members. And if you factor in all your parents, your guardians, your girlfriends, your wives, siblings, then we're probably around about 2,500 as a club, which is a phenomenal figure, and hence why we're the biggest rugby club on membership in Western Australia. If we look at these premises, you know, we share them with the Sports Association, and whilst that brings its challenges for us, it's also a great source of community for us, and we truly are a community club. Part of the challenge of becoming so big so quick is that often I think people's expectations can get out of kilter, so part of my role is to manage those expectations as we go forward, because for me the achievement of making the Premier Grade has been an amazing achievement, and it's testimony to the foresight of our founder members and it's testimony to the people that have took up the challenge and the tasks latterly. But it can't be the end of the journey. For me, the Premier Grade, making the Premier Grade, is just the start of the journey, because what we want is a sustainable club.
The very first constitution that we did draft, the #1 clause was to foster the growth of rugby union in Joondalup, Perth, Western Australia and Australia, and we've done that, and we've done that all the way through now to Premier Grade.
As we grow, then the consequence of that is that our costs grow, and hence why we've come to Holden to seek funding. So firstly, thank you very much for allowing us to make this application for your funding. Holden are a huge player on the world scene, and they're a central part of Australian society. We see ourselves not dissimilar, not certainly on that international stage yet, but certainly within our local community here and within the rugby playing community. And I think it's important to point out that, of course, Joondalup is part of a Brothers, so it's not just about Joondalup. Actually, the Brothers fraternity spreads far and wide across many countries. So Holden investing in Joondalup Brothers is actually investing in a far bigger and a far wider concept than just this club in Western Australia. So thank you very much for allowing us to pitch and apply for this funding. We're doing the right thing here in Joondalup. We're a community-based club, and we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And with your support and support of people like yourselves, then we can continue to grow our club and support our community in the way that we have done so marvellously in the last 17 years. So thank you very much.
And I'm really excited about the future.
Awesome stuff, can't wait.
I love rugby, it's a great sport. It makes it look really tough when you get all the girls.
It keeps us off the streets, it stops us from doing bad things.
Did I mention I love Holdens?